Welcome everyone to another Support Saturday, our Masterclass edition. And today we have Beth Koenig that's going to do Start an Online Store in the Hub. Right, Beth? No. All right, Beth, that's all yours.
Okay, all right. So today is going to be a really fun thing. We're going to be going over how to make a store in the hub. And I have my notes for that, which got buried because I have to always do 10 projects at once, right? All right. I have to wait for my Kindle to boot. All right, there we go. So let's share my screen and we'll get right into it. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Beth Koenig and I run Tech Tuesdays and also All Things Hub. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try and get this tab and that should work. Okay. Can everybody see my screen now?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So when we want to start making an e-store in the hub, one of the first things you need is products, right? And we're all familiar with products if we've been setting up our hub, but let's go and show you some of the features of the store specifically. So if you go to payments, and then we're going to go to products. Now, the first thing I want to do is make collections because sometimes we're selling more than one type of thing. So I'm going to make 2 collections. Okay, and think of collections like a store category, right? So I'm going to create a collection, and my first one is going to be movies, and then I'm going to add an image. Okay, and so I'm going to upload a file. And so if I go to my store demo file, here's all my graphics. Now what's really cool is you can actually import all of your graphics at the same time into the hub. So I'm going to hit Shift and I selected the top one, held down Shift, and selected the bottom one. And I'm going to click Open. And it's actually uploading all of those. And as you can see, it's done pretty quick. And I'm actually going to grab my movie graphic here. And I'm going to add it. There are additional options like SEO, title, description. And that way you can, because each page in your store actually has its own link. So each page in your store actually has its own SEO type stuff too. So, you might want to think about, a title or even ask ChatGPT to make one. But I'm going to leave it blank for now. You guys just know it's there. And then this is the link that it's going to be. It's going to be shop/collection/movies because I think I'm going to name my store shop. Whatever your store name handle is, it'll be collection/movies. But add that. And then I'm going to create my other collection, which is going to be books. Whoops, helps if you spell it correctly. Okay. And then I can just go back into my store and I can grab my books graphic and add it. By the way, disclaimer, all of these images were just grabbed from Google. If you want to use images in your own store, I suggest you use Canva. Make sure you're only using products you physically have access to, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so now we have our 2 collections, which is awesome. We're actually going to add some of our products. So we just go to products and then products. And as you can see, we already have our preschool hub club. Yeah, our preschool club products, but we are going to actually create products for our store now. So click create product. And this thing, you want to include it in the online store. And so our first product I'm going to make is all the light we can not see. I think that's the name of it. Let's check the book title. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. Right? Okay. And so I just added that. And as you can see, that's my featured thing. And you can actually upload videos and more photos, and you can select which one is featured. And so we can just write our description. This is a book. Now, obviously, you'd want to write something about what the book's about or copy the description from its Amazon listing or something like that. If you're like, say you have a copy of this book or several copies of this book and you want to sell it, or even if it's your own book, right? You'd write a nice description. Obviously, I don't have time to do this or we'd be here all day writing descriptions, right? So there's this enable product label thing. And so this you can just kind of ignore for now. But you can actually go to product collection, and I'm going to select books because, oh, and you can put them in more than one collection, right? So say you have stuff that's Pokemon, but you have Pokemon books and Pokemon movies. So the Pokemon books you would put in the Pokemon product collection and the books product collection, right? And then the movie from Pokemon you would put, etc. Right? Here's tax code. If you need to do that for taxes, I'm just going to ignore those, right? Talk to a tax person. But see, you can make this as per global settings. So you can actually have global settings for your taxes, or you can choose per product. So for instance, if you're in a state where you don't have to collect taxes on certain products, but you do on others, we have that functionality where you can do that. You can attach tax rates and stuff. And this is a statement descriptor of what shows up on your customer's bank statements when they actually buy this product. So, that's really useful because you can add like a short little abbreviation of what your product is plus your company name or something like that, right? Which is kind of nice. So this is going to be a one-time amount, and I'm just going to go with $19.95 because I have no idea how much that book costs. This is a compare at price. So if you're offering something at a lower price than competitors are offering similar stuff, then you can do the compare at price. Or if it's on sale or something like that, like say you're doing 50% off, you can say, okay, well, this is the full price and we're doing for 50% off, right? This is track inventory. And so you can actually put your available quantity, which is great if you're like making something like boxes. Some people like to ship out like little kits and stuff. I know Jelly does that a lot. You can actually track the number that you have on hand, and you can decide whether you want to continue selling when out of stock or not, right? And so that's really cool. Price description is, same as ever. Membership offer, that controls like if you're selling something that you have like a product in like the membership area that you want to include in that. So say, just for example, you're selling Spanish, a Spanish class that you have built out in an online Spanish class in the product area, you can enable a membership offer and just pick the membership offer that you want to include when they buy the product. We're selling a book that I'm not including anything as, but if it's your own book and you have bonus materials available in the membership area, then you can definitely do this and select your membership offer for that. So that's a little bit advanced. If you want any more information, just ask me about that. This is variations. So say you have a blue one and a red one, or you have like for shirts, small, medium, large, you can add variants to it, right? And so you can just click and, add variants. So this is adding what option it is, right? So we can say this option, I don't know, let's call this our red option. And then, oh wait, no, this option, let's make it color. And then our option value would be red, sorry. And then blue, blue, blue. Yes, it helps if you can spell. Anyways, so that's there. And then you can add other variants, right? So if you have a selection of different colors at a range of sizes or different things like that, and then you can do prices for each one. Like say your small one actually costs less than your large one, right? And so you can change the different things and the different inventory for that. And then of course, this is your search listing SEO for that particular product. And what I like to do with my products is for the product handle, I actually just go and I copy the title, right? Wait, it helps if you get the entire line when you're copying. And then we're just going to paste it in there. And we'll go like this. I delete the spaces and just add these little hyphens in there, right? And then again, enter your SEO title, right? You're going to be very much more descriptive. Okay, you're going to be a lot more descriptive than that. I'm just doing that to, this is a demo, right? Okay, and then we're all done. We can go back. Okay, and now we see that this is all light. We cannot see. There's two variants. I can create another product. I am going to find, I think we're going to do caps for sale because I can show you the way multiple images work. So, oops, double click, don't upload because it's already loaded, right? There we go. Okay, so we're just finding, and we can check which one is featured as like the first one or the main image. And so I'm going to add that third image for caps for sale. And yes, I did get all these little caps for sale images from Google. It was so cool. Okay, so product name, caps for sale. Okay, and this book, right? Be descriptive, copy and paste the description. Again, we're going to put this in a collection, and it's going to be in our books collection. And all this tax code information, right? Make sure you talk to your tax person about that if you need to. Remember, you can do one time or reoccurring if you're doing like a membership to something. Okay, but we're doing one time because this is a book. And yes, I'm going to sell my caps for book at $19.95. Oh, and you know what? Let's do say it's a really rare edition of caps for sale. I don't know, but compare at price. There we go. Available quantity 4. Okay. Yes, I would like to continue selling when I'm out of stock. We'll see. Actually, you know what? Let's make the available quantity 2, because I want you guys to go and order these books later. Okay. And so, whoops, that's not it. Grab the title. Right. Make sure I get my hyphens in there, because if you put in spaces, it will mess up the HTML. So always with the handles for the links and stuff, if you need spaces, just use hyphens instead. A lot of people use like the underscore thing. Don't do that. Use like the hyphens, because it's just, it gets easier. Is a book. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go back, and we have our 2 books. We have our 2 categories. Now I will turn on my Kindle again. Let's see. So we are going to actually go in and make a store. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on sites. And then we're going to click on stores at the top here. And we're going to make a new store. And so I'm going to say, this is my demo shop. Demo shop. Okay. You will name your store something fancy. Okay. Now it's just going to go through this process, and it's going to do the things, and there we go. Now we have all these pages. Now I do want to point out, if you click on websites, you'll see that your demo shop is showing up in websites also. Please do not delete it from websites, because it does delete it from stores. Somebody found that out the hard way. So leave the poor demo shop alone. Click on stores, and then we're just going to click into our demo shop here. Right, and we have all these cool pages. Oh my gosh. But let's look at what they look like in preview mode. As you can see, very bland. There's just, images, and we can go in here and we can see stuff.
Yes, we're not seeing your the preview page.
Oh, you're not? Okay, let me back up. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so as you can see, very bland, right? This literally says nothing. And then we just have our two products and nothing at the bottom. So if I look into caps for sale though, you can see we have this, and then we can like look at the various things. We can read the description. We can add it to our cart. You can do that. You can view your cart, right? And then of course you can check out. What's nice about this is that it works really well. The problem is it's very bland. So let me go and show you how to fix that. So we're going to share this tab right now. There we go. And so we're actually going to go, if you wanted this to be a part of like preschool site, or you just want to do something, I'm actually going to go to my funnel. I'll just go to my, let's say I'll go to my online funnel because I like that one. It's good. And then I'm going to go to, let's see, let's go to edit. So what's really cool is, you can see I play around with this quite a bit, but this is supposed to be a global header, right? Well, it can be, but what we're going to do, we're going to save this. So this is my whoops, try and type online, there we go. Header. And we want to add this to templates. Usually we'd make it a global section to go across all the pages in the funnel, but we don't need to do that. So that's good. So we're going to save that as a template. And then we're going to go down to the bottom and see this thing that is a global footer. We're actually going to save this one as a template as well. There is a little bit of a thing the dev team is still working on where global sections are not available throughout everything yet. Maybe when some of you guys are doing this at a later time, they might be available, but they're not. So in what we're doing right now is we just save what we want to transfer as a template, and then we move on. So I'm going to say this is my online footer. Really can't type today. That's cool. And save as a template. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click our back button. And instead of being funnels, we're going to go back to stores. We're going to click on our demo shop. And we're actually going to edit this product list here. And what's cool is you can add pretty much anything that you need to or want to. Just keep this section here, right? Keep this product specific section. So I'm going to go to section templates. And I have my online header, right? And look, it adds my shopping cart right there. Okay, and then I'm going to just delete this default one they had for me. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to add my template for online footer. And there's my footer right there. I'm going to save this. Notice I don't publish it yet because it's not attached to my domain yet. We're going to go over that pretty soon here. But then we can go to products list and we can go just down this list. So we're going to do product details next. Okay, now I'm just clicking on the plus sign, or you can click on the plus sign up here as well in this upper left-hand side. Make sure you go to template. Or actually, no, we don't want to do that, do we? Hang on. I'm actually going to do something else. Forgot we have to redo that. So ignore that last bit. Okay, so we now have a green frame. We need to turn this into a different frame so that any changes we make in here will be done across the thing, right? So we need to save it again. So this time we're going to save it as global section, and this is going to be, again, online header. And we're going to do online footer. Okay. In global sections. Okay. Now it will actually be where I want it. So save it, publish it. Oh, don't publish it. We haven't added them yet. As you can tell, I haven't done this a whole bunch of times, but I've done it enough times where I know the trick to it, right? All right, so global sections, and here are our new global sections, and these only apply to the shop at this point. So I'm just going to go and put in my header, and I'm going to delete this other header out here. And then I'm going to go and find my footer right here. Hopefully. There we go. And it adds it, right? So that's going to be on the product details page for each product. And we're going to save that. And then you can do it for cart checkout, I think, right? We're just going to go and keep doing that, right? We're going to do header, delete, footer, save, and then checkout. Checkout doesn't actually have a header on it because at this point you kind of don't want to distract them. So if you want to, you can just leave that off your checkout page. You know, you might want to put a footer, but it's up to you because at this point they've already seen your header and footer on every other page, and this is just the checkout page. So I'm just going to leave it. And then on the thank you page, we do want the header and footer, right? And so whenever you see this one, it means a header is suggested, right? I think it was Alex Ramosi who's like, once you've made the sale, be quiet and take the money, right? And so that's kind of why we don't want to have a header and footer on the actual checkout page itself. But yeah. Okay, and then I'm just going to save that. Now, how do people get to our shop other than clicking a shopping cart? They can't do that. So what I do is I just click on my navigation menu, and I'm just going to add shop. And you can just have it go to website URL. If you have the website URL. If not, see, I'll just have it go to page products list. So I'll just have the shop. But I need to do that for my other one as well. But let's just save this. Okay. And then I'm going to go back. And I'm going to, okay. So let's go into our demo shop. So now go to settings. Okay. We can select our domain. It's going to be, in my case, castlepeak.com because that's my test domain. Here you can put your FlavorCon URL. Right. If you have that, make sure you use a default chat widget or whichever chat widget you want. Let's see, payment mode, I'm going to put into test because I want people to actually be able to use this right now. And it is saving all that information for me. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go back to our funnel. And we're doing online. So I'm going to go and I'm going to edit this homepage real quick. Okay, so remember when we imported this header over to our shop, we made it a template first. So any changes that we make to a template, you know, when we turn into a global section, only affect that that funnel or website or store that it's in. So I have to add the shop to this as well, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add item, okay? And I'm going to make it the shop. Okay, I don't know the URL, so let's try and see if we can find it. So I'm going to type cast the beak.com/shop, maybe. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Let's go and find out what our actual store is. So always get links before you do stuff. It makes life easier. Okay, so settings. Oh, demo-shop is the one, but I'm going to make this simple. I'm going to just call the path shop. So it'll be easier for me to type it. Okay. So if you have like a long name, you can just shorten it to shop or store, whichever you prefer. Doesn't really matter, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of the demo-shop and just make it shop. And so now when I go to this tab right here, you can see it's an error, but I'm just going to refresh it. Maybe. Okay. So as you can see, I'm having trouble with the thing. Hold on. Yep. Okay. My internet's working. Let's actually just refresh this. When in doubt, refresh. Okay. So the path should be shop. I did actually get this to work yesterday in a store, so there's no reason it shouldn't work now, other than potential user error. Well, actually, that's not working at all. Did I type this correctly? Cast.beat.com, yeah. I don't think my domain's working actually.
Yeah, we still are on your demo shop picture.
Yeah, my domain's not working. Okay. Set the domain manually. Yeah, the domain's just not working. Okay. That's fun. Okay, we're going to connect a different domain then. One. Which now dot. Oh. Did I misspell language? Yes, I did. Nope, still misspelled it. Okay, continue. And yes, I own this domain and I was going to set it up yesterday, but I forgot, so I'm using it today. Okay, and so obviously we're just going to share Cloudflare, right? Going to verify I'm human, log in. Usually doing what I did would work if your domain was working. If your domain is working, what I did before would work, and you would just be able to type your domain / whatever the thing was, shop or demo-shop or whatever the path of your store is. However, because my domain doesn't work. Remember, try again. It takes some time to percolate the system sometimes. Also, this is great if you're adding a new domain that's just for your store. Okay, and so we're going to click on store here. Demo shop in my case, right? And then which one do we want to land on? Let's land on our product list because that seems good. And then additional page, you can set a default error page. So I know that I'm using my online preschool with Preschool Club, so I'm just going to click that error page. So they can just go back to my main thing, right? Proceed to finish. Now we know that it's learnsignlanguagenow.com. So we are going to go and make a new tab. Am I still sharing with you guys? I'm no longer.
No.
Okay, guys, if my screen disappears like that, you gotta let me know like right away because I don't know. I don't know where you guys got lost. Okay, so here's my new domain I added. So you guys didn't see anything where I was adding the thing to the store? Okay, anyways, moving on. So we can go back to our funnel, right? And we can add to our thing, right? So anytime you want to add a navigation element, okay, all you have to do is go to your nav bar. Okay, scroll down a little bit, add an item. And I'm going to title this shop. And actually just copy this from the live thing. Okay, so I have it going there, and I can hit submit now. And then save. Publish. Okay, so this live site isn't going to work in a couple days when I get around to using this domain, but I thought it would be fun if a couple of you guys could go and order stuff. I have it on test, so the card number is 424242. So if you guys want to go to the shop and order a couple of copies of Caps for Sale or something, that would be awesome.
Did you add those products though to the store? I don't see you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in the store. So if you go learnsignlanguagenow.com, and here's the store page that you should see when you load that link. Right. And while you guys are doing that, I'm actually going to add an automation. So you can create, we can just start from scratch. So what I want to do is anytime, let's see, product, payments. So anytime a payment is received for global product, right, we can select payment status is, and then success. So basically we can either do this specifically for the book or specifically for any global product. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say any payment status that is success, save trigger. Don't do that because literally everything you get. Okay, and then I'm going to set an internal notification. So I'm going to do a notification for sale made. Ship now. And then I can just tag, I can do the contact's full name, right? I can do the contact's full address, and in case there's any issues, I'll just include the phone number, right? Save action. Oops. Actually, redirect pages. Contact user type is particular user, and I'm going to make it. Oh, okay. Just make it all users then. Okay, save action, right? And so that internal notification should go to all the users on this thing, of which I am not one of them. So I don't know why I did that, but okay. So also always name your workflows. Don't be like me and leave it the default like I just did now. So if I go to settings.
Beth, we're not seeing your workflow page.
You didn't see any of my workflow page?
No. I'm sorry, I was on your store looking at it. And so obviously when you're doing that, you can't see your page until I came back just now and it was on it was on the store.
Okay. In the future, when we're doing presentations like this, we might want to just have somebody focus on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to add an employee here. No, I'm not going to add an employee here. That's fine. I don't have to. Okay, so anyways, the workflow. Back to the workflow list. Nope, automation. There we go. And so next. So basically, I just made a new workflow, right? All I did was payment received, payment status is success. You can actually go and do global product is, okay, and like I'm going to do caps for sale, save trigger, and then I can do a new trigger, and I can do it for each of my products, or I can do separate workflows for my products. Really, this is just something where I'm trying to, see payment received, right? And then global product is caps for sale. Did I make a caps for sale last time? No. Payment status is, and then success. We don't. Oh, okay. Probably this one then. So trigger, yeah, that was the one. So, okay, and so this, either one of my books is ordered. I should receive an internal notification, but just for fun, let's see, we're going to send, I don't think I can, a bunch of weird stuff going on. Yeah, I'm trying to think because I can't really. Okay, anyways, this is how you would get a new in. I don't think it's going to actually do me because I'm not a user of this sub account. But if you do it for all users, then it should work beautifully because you're a user. Right? So like this internal notification, did internal notification, right? So the type is notification. You can do email or SMS to yourself. And then sale made, ship now, and then it's the contact name, full address, and phone number, right? And so that will show up. Oh, you know what we can also do? We can add a task. So task, so add task, and then we're going to assign it to contacts assigned user. Okay. 1 day. Okay, and then I don't know. Oh, ship. Okay. Oh. No. Save. All right. So this is our store. Workflow. Save. So that's really cool. And then I'm wondering, oh wait, maybe we'll go to inventory. Okay, so the available quantity that we have available is 0. So I guess we bought up all our copies of caps for sale. Got or more caps for sale. Okay. So did I put that there was 1 or 2 books?
2.
Okay, so somebody else order another book. Let's see what happens. Anyways. Okay, it's going to be 12.25. Yay, I ordered my own book. No, I do not want to save that card number securely. That would confuse me. Okay. So as you can see, we now have a bunch of orders. So it's let me order without. Okay, so now it's changed my available quantity here to -1, which means I now have 1 caps for sale book back ordered, right? Because I allowed it to continue selling when out of stock. So this will tell you how many more you need to fulfill, right? In case you oversell your available, right? Which is useful, like if you're making stuff and you know you have 5 to sell, but you're not sure how the demand is going to be. When you get over inventory, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting more orders. Then you can see, okay, yeah, I need to keep producing this thing, right? So this is pretty cool. Let's stop sharing. Sharice, you want to unmute? Allow the unmute people and allow people to unmute, and then we can take questions and discuss it. Because I know this was a bit of a long one. My domain issues probably didn't help much.
All right. We'll take a couple of questions before we end the recording. Anybody have a question on what we just went through right now? No?
Okay. So
All right.
there's a
Any
bunch
last
of
words before we
there's a bunch of questions in the chat, Sharice.
saw them?
You don't see the questions on the chat? So Marilyn asked, can we buy products from China and then make this our online store, but will we be responsible for packing and shipping? Yeah, so you can buy products in bulk from China and have them shipped, but then yes, you will be responsible for packing and shipping them. You know, just like anything else. There are certain stores that we can link up to, and I haven't really explored that yet. Um, but there's a lot of really cool stuff going on with it. It's going to be really cool for delivering like digital products. You can, like, if you're selling on Teacher Pay Teacher, you can also put those products in your own store and get people to go to your own store to buy stuff, which is nice. Mm. Yeah. So
And then we had a question that are we still going to be using our connected domain for the shop, the one that we
you
already
can,
have?
yes, you can use your connected domain for the shop, which is that first thing you saw me do where I was connecting the domain. The problem is I connected a domain that didn't work. When you do it, your domain is working because your site is live. This is an old demo account that I probably should have checked and made sure my domain was still working for. But yeah, like once you put select that you want to use that domain with your shop, then it makes your shop basically live. You just have to know where the link to the shop is. Or you can hit the preview button and it'll give you the link, right? So those arrow out buttons that send us to a preview page, when your shop is live, it'll give you the link in the top of the page.
And then someone said, also asked, if you can sell kind of like Teacher Pay Teacher, but you kind of already answered that. You can. Do digital, you can do obviously products that you would have to mail out as well. So you can do digital as well as mailed products. I think that's it for questions I see in the chat. All right. Anybody else have a question that you thought of? No? All right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Beth, for your presentation on how to do an online store. Thank you so much.